All right. And then I'll do that at the end. And then also the reading is the 3 cards is your environment, what's changing, and the outcome. And I can already see, this has been real interesting doing this particular spread, because as for Sagittarius, the change was really a change. So I'll go ahead and start the reading with you guys. The first card you have is a major arcana card. It's the Lover's card. And within the Lover's card, there's, harmony. Obviously, this card to me represents 2 people who are in a committed partnership or relationship. It usually means romantic. It can be a partnership of seeing eye to eye on maybe, you're just really close to this person. This could be, like, say, if you're female, this could be a great male friend, and it's like you guys are soulmates, and you can always turn to this person for advice or talk to them about what's going on in your life with your other girlfriends or with your boyfriend, or vice versa, whichever sex you are. But this is just a committed, deep bond relationship. So this starts off at the beginning of your reading, Leo. So for some of you, it's going to be about romance. For some of you, it's going to be just a real close connection, a bond. And if it's a romance, then, you guys can discuss things together. And I feel like you're making some decisions together. You're making decisions it can't even be as much as making a decision to stay together. It can be that, or you're making plans to, build your relationship in a different way. You're seeing a therapist, or you're building the relationship to put a foundation underneath it so that it won't crumble. Or you're making actual plans to build a house or something like that. But I feel like that there is a deep commitment which shows up at the beginning of your reading. All right. And you guys, the reason I do these readings is, people say, well, yeah, okay, so what? Well, it's just helpful to know if, in fact, this resonates with you. Now, remember, this is Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Always watch your moon or rising as well, okay? That can sometimes resonate more or not. But it's, I don't know. You could think of me or any other reader that you watch on YouTube as sort of like a silent hairdresser or a silent bartender. Sometimes people go to the bar and they'll sit down and tell the bartender their life story, or your hairdresser. Women, we've done that. We chatted with our hairdresser because we know that she's not going to tell anybody else. So it's a connection that maybe you all can make with readers, and someone that understands what you are going through, if, like I said, you resonate with these readings. All right. The second card is a major arcana. It is the same as the Tower card. So it is the change agent in your particular month, Leo. Very, very interesting. So this card to me means casting off emotional or physical burdens that restrict you from having accomplishment. Because really in life, what are we really looking for? We're looking for accomplishment, whether it's in relationships, or it's in finances, or it's in our spiritual foundation. We're looking for accomplishment and the feeling of achievement, and the feeling that we're secure and we're safe, and that, we're doing the right things. This can be a shocking event. This can be a very sudden event that happens, and it culminates into enlightenment. So it's about you releasing. It's about oppression being released. So maybe some of you have felt like there's a burden, but you've never felt like you could do anything about it, whether it's financially, whether it's family. Some of you, I do feel like it's about your family, or someone that feels close enough they could be family, and there's been some heavy burdens within the family. It may be that a will was probated and there's been legal stuff going on for a long time. And maybe the court, I'm just giving you some examples. Maybe the court case came down and possibly you didn't get it all, but it's okay, because there is enlightenment. There's, a lot of readers, there's hope is what I was going to say. A lot of readers really like this card. Excuse me, my voice. For the very reason that it means that obstacles do fall down and the disruption may feel like it's a lot to go through, but at the same time, it'll shake you up and the light will come on. So you'll see different and better ways of doing things. All right, and then your third card, which I really love, is the Ace, the same as the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins. So this is awesome that it comes up after the Tower card. I said there's enlightenment, there's prosperity after the Tower, and there is for you guys. This card can mean huge commercial success, monetary gains, good financial news. So some of you may be hearing about, a project that goes through, or a new client comes along and they're like loaded with money, or they want to hire you for their services, or you get a gig. I don't know, a musical gig, or I don't know. It just feels like something comes up for you guys that is going to bring you opportunity for enjoyment, but also for money. And as you can see here, there's two hands coming together. So it does feel like you're joining forces with someone. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just saying this would be the Ace of Pentacles. This does also represent the months of December, January, and February, the Ace of Pentacles. So that can represent some events. Just think about it. It may not resonate with you, but just think about any events or anything that you were working on in the months of December, January, and February. That would be the winter months. All right. Maybe something is starting to come to fruition, literally. See the fruits during those months, in and around what went on during those months, whatever you were trying to achieve. It may not happen exactly in May, but it could, but you're starting to see how it's going to unfold. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a chakra card. Okay, I'm feeling like the top one. Wow, let's just do it. Okay. Didn't even want to shuffle for you guys. It just felt like pull the first card. Well, the card is the third eye chakra, and the third eye is the forehead, or the in between, our eyebrows on our forehead. The third eye has to do with intuition, your ability to perceive and intuit. A lot of times it has to do with, clairvoyancy, in a way, visually seeing things, seeing visions. I mean, it can be that. A lot of times it's just a knowing, an intuitive knowing. So with this third eye chakra, the key words are I see. So to balance the third eye, what's recommended is that you do like walking meditations, visualizations, Tai Chi, something like that. And I recommend with the third eye, because this relates so closely to the heart chakra and the throat, because what we feel in our heart, we speak, and what we intuit, we feel as well, and we speak. So take a few quiet minutes a day and see if you can just close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths and ask a question. What does my accomplishment look like? And just the first visual, or the first knowing, or the first word, whatever comes up for you. I teach intuitive awareness and development. So I love this kind of stuff. So if any of you all want to have a session on doing that, I do that as well. That's part of what's on my website, that you can order reading, or we could do a little exercise and I could do the reading for you. So awesome. Yeah, use your intuition and what comes up intuitively. It will be of benefit to you, Leo. All right, so I'm going to add the cards up numerologically and also match them to the Major Arcana card. We have 6 and 16 is what, 22, and 1 is 23. 2 and 3 in numerology, of course, is 5. Well, it's not, of course, in numerology it's 5, it's 5, but in numerology it is about freedom. It's about travel. It's about 5 life paths are so much fun because they're always open for adventure. And I feel like if you guys stay open to what can come next in your life after this tower, that will be of huge benefit to you. Okay? And then the 5 drum roll is, hold on, I know these. The 5 is the same as, well, this is, this is the same as the Hierophant card. Yeah, it's the same as the Hierophant. And the Hierophant's about social organization, structural, social, religious organization. Some of you might be looking into that during this time period of change. Some of you might be part of an organization that you go to like minds meet together, right? It's you get teachings out of it. You get spiritual essence out of it. It's your intuition. Oh, I tell you what, that could be it. Some of you might be going to classes that do develop your intuition because, again, it's scholarly or spiritual teachings. So that could be awesome for you guys. I know a lot of you already use it, but there's a community that and an organization that can help you or at least elevate that for you.